Hey, it's Sadie. It is March 1st, and I did want to come on and do this part 2 of the March energy reading. There's a lot of energies and a lot taking place right now for all of us. This is actually going to be a part 3 series because I was guided yesterday. As I tried to do the video yesterday, I couldn't finish it. I was guided to stop, so I stopped filming. And then was guided that I need a part 3 to talk about something else that these energies are going to sort of bring up in everybody in some way, shape, or form. But for this video, we're just going to talk about the astrology, okay? So today is actually a great day. It's a beautiful energy because we have Venus, which is currently in Aries, and it's conjunct Jupiter in Aries. In the sky, you can actually see Venus and Jupiter in the sky in the evening. It's really, really beautiful. And so this transit happens once a year, but it's a day that brings in a lot of luck, a lot of abundance, miracles, I was being told. It's just a really, really beautiful energy. So this is a great day to really script, to work on visualizing and manifesting what you want. And just put that energy out to the universe, this or something better, because there will be something beautiful that comes up for you. All right. With that, we have on the 7th, a big full moon. It's a huge full moon that brings in a lot of completion, but it also brings in big manifestation because it's a full moon in Virgo. It's like all the hard work that you've been doing over the last astrological year to reach or achieve a goal may come into fruition during that time on the 7th, okay? And so again, from today till the 7th, it's this portal of energy, this window to really hone in on manifestations and just to get focused, get clear, and visualize what it is that you want going forward. Because after the 7th, nothing is going to be the same. This is one of the biggest transits of the year, one of the biggest transits of our lifetime, actually, which is Saturn. Sorry, I'm having issues talking. Saturn will move into Pisces. This is going to be about a 3-year transit, but with this transit, this brings in, it's like divine destiny point for all of us. The path that you have chosen before you incarnated into this planet is going to be laid out for you. This is going to bring about mass awakenings. So many people who are currently asleep, who chose an ascension path, are going to awaken during this period. This also will bring up a lot of healing. This is going to be a time where there's a ton of healing karma, healing trauma, healing addictions, and really moving forward again on your spiritual path. Saturn gets a bad rap because Saturn is the Lord of Karma, and Saturn is the sort of taskmaster, the timekeeper. But with Saturn going into Pisces, again, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so it's the end of the cycle. So it's like the culmination of everything you've learned up until this point. You're going to be able to integrate and it's going to be applicable to your life and to your life path. This transit is also really, really important because if you've been struggling with a certain addiction, struggling with a certain pattern in your life that you've wanted to sort of heal or move on from, Saturn moving into Pisces is going to give you what you need to finally break free. There is this, it's a big cycle that's ending, but it's like the graduation point for all of us. You know, when you graduate from college or high school and then you get into the real world, you use the skills and the knowledge that you've learned in a very practical way. That's what Saturn and Pisces is going to do for all of us. It's also going to help you to really work hard and be diligent about making your dreams and your dream life come true. So for those who have struggled up until this point, Saturn in Pisces is going to help to propel you forward. If you have struggled knowing what your path is, what you're meant to do in this world, what contribution you are supposed to share, you're going to have clarity and knowing during this transit over the next 3 years of that, and have a clear path forward. The other thing is that because there's a mass awakening, there's just going to be, like, spirituality is not going to be so taboo. Like right now, religion is still in the forefront, but personal spirituality, personal choices for spirituality, like divination tools, and moving beyond traditional religion is going to take the forefront. So the things that you may have been involved in that people think are weird, these are going to become more mainstream for the collective. So that's also a really helpful energy. Here is the downside. For people who have addictions and traumas that are not going to take an ascension path, everything's going to get much harder for them. I was told this is like the timeline split. This is where there's going to be a very, very clear 5D timeline and a very, very clear 3D timeline. And the divide is just going to get wider in between the vibrations. And so this is a time where it's like people who are not doing the work, or people who are not meant to ascend at this time, are just going to completely sort of like fall off your life, fall out of your energy field. And sometimes this is really hard because it's people that you love. It's people that you're sort of not wanting to let go of. I'm going through this right now, and it's very, very challenging. But I also understand at the soul level, this is a path that I chose. The other thing that could be hard with this energy is that it will bring out religious zealots. So Saturn in the tarot is represented as the devil, but it's the ruler of Capricorn. Capricorn is the established rule. It is government, it is established organizations, like established traditional religion, and it's not wanting to sort of move beyond that. Saturn itself is very structured and very rigid, and Pisces is very fluid and very flowy and sort of, doesn't have, it's more open-minded and open-hearted, and it doesn't have those like very black and white restrictions. And so you're gonna see those in power in religious circles really come into fear-based states because they're losing their power, they're losing their grip of the energy harvesting that is done when people blindly follow and blindly believe a certain philosophy. This doesn't mean that there aren't parts of religion that aren't good. I'm not saying that at all. There's still, I grew up in a very traditional Christian home, but there's still aspects of that I'm actually really grateful for. I pray every day. There's things of that I've taken and sort of expanded on. But again, those who don't want spiritual evolution and spiritual expansion, those who don't want people to come into their divine mastery, their divine destiny, are going to be more extreme, and it will sort of produce that opposite effect of the religious zealot, and sort of more strongholds, people trying to hold and be very, very rigid when it comes to new ideas, new philosophies, which are actually not new, they're ancient. We're awakening to our ancient knowledge, we're awakening to our ancient wisdom, we're awakening to our truth, which is the high priestess energy. Many are going to have a merge with their higher self. And so because of that, it's going to open up more gifts of telepathy, of really expanding your psychic gifts, and having intuitive knowledge about everything in the world, which is going to bring out sort of more truths. But those again who have been in power for the ages and want to hold on to control are going to definitely take actions that they're going to try to hold on to control. Some of those things could be bans of certain social media platforms or restrictions in what you can put in social media platforms. And this really plays into the other big astrological change that is part of this age of awakening, age of mass awakening, age of Aquarius that we're moving into, which is going to be the Pluto moving into Aquarius beginning this year. And so you're going to see more of that. So don't be shocked when, again, certain social media platforms that bring out a lot of truth get banned, or certain channels, even like my channel, there might be more restrictions about what we can say, what we can do, readings, all of that kind of thing. So just be mindful that that is also going to take place, because every action has an equal and opposite reaction in duality. But overall, I think Saturn in Pisces is probably going to be one of the best transits for all of us, for the collective, and for each of us on an ascension path individually, because it's really going to give you a clear understanding and knowing of your path and make you really disciplined in your spiritual practices. So a lot's going to change though. One of the things Spirit was talking about is there could be an event. Now, event could be an attack. An event could be a disclosure event with, what is commonly known as extraterrestrials. Event could be a solar event. There are so many different timelines and so many different scenarios. I was getting a bunch of different downloads about the potential for many different things, but it's not very clear to me. So I'm just saying event, okay? But if there is any type of event, that would be sort of the trigger point of everybody awakening, the mass awakening, but also for you who are on an ascension path. And whether you believe you're on ascension path or not, if you are watching this video, you resonate with an ascension path. Your soul resonates with an ascension path. If you are not watching, if you were not, this video would not even come into your energetic field. All right. Because I know there's many who watch watch for other reasons, watch me for other reasons. But again, you are part of this wave of ascension, and you're going to unlock your higher truth. You're going to unlock your soul wisdom, unlock your Akashic records, unlock everything that you are meant to do and be in this world. So this is a great time for twin flames, those who consider themselves twin flames or twin souls or divine counterparts or whatever label you give it, because of the clearing and ending of karmic cycles. It's going to sort of force people into wanting to heal the stuff that they've maybe been struggling with. It's like getting sick and tired of being sick and tired, and understanding at a deeper level, at a soul level, there is a better way. And so a lot of karmic relationships are going to end during this period. So you're going to see a ton of breakups and the collective, people just splitting up, divorcing, ending their situations. So for those of you who are in those sort of connections right now, this could be, again, a huge window and gateway towards union, and huge window and gateway towards healing and elevating your vibration, as well as your divine counterpart elevating their vibration. One of the things that Spirit was saying about Saturn and Pisces in the next 3 years is that, again, Saturn and Pisces is going to change the game to the point where there's going to be a lot more telepathic communication. There's going to be a lot more just intuitive knowing. And that is going to facilitate a lot of changes in the collective on how we do things in our everyday life. So get ready. I was told there's no going back. And that's what the title of this video is going to be. There's no going back. and it could be very scary. But the one beautiful thing about Saturn and Pisces is that people are going to be more real. People are going to be more vulnerable. People are going to be more honest because it's Pisces energy. Pisces is like the deep water, the depths of the ocean, being seen. And because of that, it's like you're going to seek more real things in your life, seek more real connections, seek more real meaning and value in your life, where you may have focused on aesthetic things or superficial things. And I'm not saying you, I just mean the collective in general. People are going to be like, okay, this doesn't matter. What matters is really getting to my heart and soul, really figuring out why I'm here, what my purpose is. And so that's an absolutely beautiful thing. Piggybacking on that, we have Pluto in Aquarius. This is, again, the biggest transit of our lifetimes. These two transits are the biggest transits of our lifetimes. It is the kickoff of the age of Aquarius. Even though Pluto doesn't stay in Aquarius all year, it's going to retrograde back into Capricorn. Just the couple of months is going to change technology. It's going to bring new technologies to the fore for the collective. And it's going to really shift people's perceptions and points of view. This is a time where there are going to be big disclosures about things that have been hidden from the collective, truths that come out. Again, this could be part of that event energy that really kind of shakens people, but it will awaken people. Pluto in Aquarius is transformation, it is death, it is rebirth, and it is the star energy as well. So there's going to be a lot of transformation on what we value, how we live, and the things we give our energy to. Pluto does rule the occult, and so you're going to see a rise in occult, even dark occult, because Pluto brings the darkness to the light. There's going to be a lot of truths that come out, especially because of that star energy. It's Aquarius, so it's air energy, so there's going to be a lot of truthful communications, and things that actually can't be hidden anymore because we're ready for the next level. We're ready for the next step. I thought it was very interesting that the World came out. Like, I shuffled and the first card that flew out was the World for my daily tarot reading, and it's today on March 1st. It's the kickoff of a change in the world. There is going to be positive changes, but there will be challenging changes as well, because there is the two timelines that are splitting, really splitting now. The one thing with Pluto in Aquarius is that it will bring this sort of power to the people. And the word that Spirit was, or the phrase that Spirit was giving me, was evolution that causes the revolution. You know, we're all going to get red pilled here, even in deeper ways, even for us spiritual people who already sort of have been awakened to truths. We're going to know and understand things at an even higher level that takes us to the next level. But the danger in Pluto and Aquarius is the sort of no bounds and out of bounds. Aquarius is freedom and free thinking, but it also is, it can be extreme as well. So again, you're going to see with Saturn in Pisces and Pluto in Aquarius, you're going to see a rise in extreme behaviors, extreme belief systems, extreme viewpoints. And what's really important during this time is just to know what your limits are, know what your boundaries are, but also be flexible, because your boundaries, your beliefs, and your limits are going to change. And so something that you thought, okay, I would never be on board with this, or never agree to this a year or two ago, a year from now, you might be like, oh, actually, this really resonates with me. So be really flexible and adaptable with yourself. One of the biggest struggles people are going to have in this transit is letting go of the death. It's the transit itself is the death of the illusion. And letting go of the illusion, letting go of even like what you have built up in your own mind, in your own thoughts, in your own belief systems, that is going to challenge you. It's going to challenge you to grow. The other thing with Pluto and Aquarius is that there's going to be a lot of technologies that are for, you can say, dark purposes or dark means. And so you have free will and free choice. But if you allow yourself to align with a technology that inserts itself in you in a way where it gets to download your thoughts and control what you do, you're effectively giving up your free will and free choice. And what you have to understand is that your free will and free choice in this moment, your ability to think for yourself, is your power. And so just very, very important to use discernment, not be seduced or allow something that may be packaged or disguised in one way that seems like it's going to be, oh, this is a great thing. But really it may not be. And so again, it just goes to using your discernment, not allowing yourself to be peer pressured by what anybody else says is what's best for you. You know in your heart and soul what's best for you, and you know in your heart and soul what's your path and what isn't. And this is going to be a time where you're really going to have to hold your center over the next 20 years because of the technologies and the things that are going to be implemented in the collective that their purpose is to sort of have one sort of hive mind or have one sort of one way of doing things. So your freedom, the best way to stay free is to keep your mind free and to keep your energy free. Okay. That's the best way that I can say it. So with all of that, there's going to be a lot of changes because Pluto does bring a lot of changes and transformation. And again, it's just about holding your center, using your discernment, using your spiritual gifts and tools. You're going to have to use all the tools in the toolkit, but you're also going to open up and expand and learn new tools and skills that will assist you. One of the things Spirit was saying to me too, and I'm going through this now personally, is that for some of us, there may be like sort of a null zone where it's like you've reached a certain level and then you feel like either you've plateaued and nothing's going forward, or you've taken steps back because there's been challenges and crises or little tower moments. No, you are not in another dark night of the soul. You are just recalibrating to the new energetic frequencies that are coming in, and the sun is bombarding us right now. The sun and the cosmos are bombarding us right now. So if you're feeling like you're lost, you're feeling like you're not sure what your purpose is now, you're feeling like everything's falling apart and you can't see the way forward, it doesn't mean that your intuition is failing you or that you've done anything wrong. You've hit this null zone, and you've got to take a step back, rest, allow yourself to integrate everything that's coming in so that you can recalibrate. Spirit was showing me it's kind of like a slingshot. You got to pull it back to propel it forward. And so many of us, myself included, may be going through these, and it may not be your entire life. For me, it's like everything, but for some of you, it's only going to be like one specific area. And so just allow yourself to rest, really be gentle with yourself, and know that if you just let go and surrender completely. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to bring your way through it. Don't try to even intuit your way through it. Just surrender completely, because when the step forward is needed, you'll get the divine inspiration, or you'll get the intuitive nudge to do it. When you can surrender completely, that's what's going to help release resistance and move you forward the quickest. All right. So for those who are going through that right now, I'm sending all my love, because I'm right there with you. The other good or interesting thing about the astrology this month is, we go into Aries season. This is the beginning of the astrological new year, and it's like really the beginning of so many different things. So there is going to be a lot of new energy, a lot of new beginnings coming in for people. March 20th is officially the Aries season, and then we go into the equinox, which is that balancing point. So again, it's like, if you don't see things moving forward yet, between now and the 20th, you'll see the movement. You'll be put where you need to be. All right. So again, just surrender and trust. Things aren't going the way you want. If things are falling apart, there is divine order in it. There is divine order in it. The other thing is, there's the Aries new moon, which is going to be this leap of faith energy. It is that full energy, which is going to be really beautiful too. And that's on March 21st. And then on March 25th, Mars goes into Cancer. And there's some other transits. I'm just talking about these ones right now. There is some Chiron transits that are going to be very important. But Mars going into Cancer, it's a place where Mars doesn't like to be because, again, it's all this water energy. It's about feeling your feelings. But Mars in Cancer as well will help facilitate healing. So just understand and know, no matter where you are at right now on your path, whether you're seeing the blossoming, whether you're entered that springtime and all the new birth is coming, or whether you're in the winter season and everything's coming to a close, things are ending, things are closing out, you are healing and you are moving forward. You are on the right path. There's nothing to worry about. This is your divine design and your divine destiny. And so just trust, surrender and trust. All right, so that's for the astrology video. I am going to do another video talking specifically about the null zone and kind of like what to expect and how to move through it. All right, so sending you all my love. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Again, great day to really manifest, open that heart, write down everything that you desire, make it happen. All right, sending love. Take care.